Okay, hey everyone.
Hi. All right, knockout November, baby.
I am gonna mute myself.
Okay.
Eli's kind of loud.
I have kid stuff happening behind me. All good.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, I'm super excited to share some of these tips with you. Number one, how to upload your live video. I just learned this morning, but it's been on my mind for like over a month, and I finally got it figured out. So, come on, computer. All right, let me go to my page.
Hello.
Hello, says Raya. Okay, here's my day one. Let me see. Okay, so open it here. I can pause it. I right click, show video URL, copy. So you can right click and copy like that if you want. Okay, I can move this thing, right? You said I could. Okay. I don't know. It's like floating in the middle now. Let's move you down here. Okay. You're going to paste that URL in a new screen. All right. Now check this out. I feel so dang savvy. You replace the www with an M. So this is how it appears like for the mobile device, apparently. Now, you have to start it and pause it so it's not just a web page. I tried without doing that, and it saves it as a web page. So I just paused it and then restarted it. Now you can do save video as. Lots of steps, but actually really easy. So I made a live videos file for myself. Day one, core to force. And notice how it's MP4 video right there. So if you save it as a web page, then it won't upload to YouTube, but if it's an MP4 video, you're good. So boom, that's how you can save your live videos. So why is this important? Number one, if you get a live video that gets a lot of hits, which I have before and I've never known how to save them, you can then use those to make an ad out of them. You can, by uploading it to YouTube, it's there forever. You know how Facebook goes. It just gets lost in the feed. So, so this whole month, my goal is to go on live each morning, share my journey, share how I'm feeling, share the core to force results as I go, and I'm going to upload each of them to YouTube, and hopefully I remember daily. I felt like with the challenge tracker, I felt like my new challengers didn't get to know me that well because we didn't have the live, Facebook Live and videos, and it's a pain in the butt to upload to YouTube, to be perfectly honest, versus just clicking go live. So my goal this month is actually to share my journey with our group as well. And so today's was kind of long. I'll probably skip today's, but day two, I'm just aiming to do like 2-minute snips, 2 or 3 minutes. And then I'm going to share that with our group. So if you want to do that as well, I think it's a good idea for your challengers to be able to get to know you, see how you're rocking nutrition. And it might not be the workout every morning. It might be meal prepping. It might be, giving them insights to how coaching is helping you do what you're doing. Okay, so any questions on that? You can replay that if you want to. Okay, cool. Next one. Train of thought. Okay, I'm with you. Stop my share. Back to this. All right. So I wanted to share with you guys some stuff about networking. So I've been listening to some trainings on networking. And, oh, dang it, Dee. Sorry, 1 second. Let me see if I can find, Dee made a YouTube channel. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so this is actually pretty exciting, you guys. So I can't remember if I've told the full group or not, but Dee is becoming a John C. Maxwell ambassador, or whatever it's called. He's becoming a life coach. And so he is offering us, because he's been digging and studying for about 3 months now, he's offering us a 21-day leadership. What I think we were toying around with names last night. I don't know if he's going to stick with this or not, but the 21-day fix to leadership or something like that. Or leadership fix. That's what we're doing, 21-day leadership fix. So if you are interested in doing that, comment below. I'll post something in our page as well, but it would start off next Monday. And yeah, he's working out the logistics of it, but I think it's going to be kind of like a post prompt per day to share these laws, and then we apply the laws and kind of check back in with the group. So it would be a coach exclusive group just to help us to become better leaders, which I thought was pretty cool. So we are going to totally benefit from him, which is great. Does that sound cool, Laura?
Will that be like on a Facebook group? We'll just like open a group for that, or what?
He's going to run it. So we just get to go get personal development buffed up on leadership. Does that sound like fun?
Do we just do coaches, or can we invite other people that want to?
Yeah, you can invite anyone. That's fine. I said coach exclusive just because I'm inviting all of our coaches, so I probably shouldn't have said that, because I think Dee is going to invite other people as well. Anyone can benefit from personal development, number one, but becoming a better leader. If you're a mid-level manager, if you become a better leader, you're going to grow into a manager position, you know? So no matter what you are, yeah, you can invite whoever, and he'll probably be opening up that group today or tomorrow, and I'll share that in our group page. So that'll be fun.
Okay.
Awesome. So kind of with his John C. Maxwell trainings, I'm getting to double dip a little bit. And so that's what I was listening to with networking. So I wanted to share with you guys some of what I've learned about networking. And you might be doing some of it, you might be doing a lot of it, but I think that there's still going to be takeaways for everyone. So I love how they were explaining about networking. So network like you breathe. And I thought that was actually really powerful, because we can all breathe, right? That means we can all network. That was my takeaway. I think that a lot of times we get blocks in our head of like, oh, I'm not good at networking. I'm not a type A personality. I don't like to talk to people. I'm actually really shy. You know, I get freaked out when I'm in big crowds, whatever that is. That's a really type of superficial networking that's not going to get you very far. So going into a relationship with the attitude of giving first, gaining later, it's the mindset of the Go-Giver, right? If you haven't read the Go-Giver, it's awesome. I haven't read it. I've listened to it. So I got the book to read through it again. But make sure that you are plugged in with helping whoever you're trying to network with. And so I have actually an interesting conversation that I had on Saturday with someone. She was actually a former personal training client from like 10 years ago. So I was like, awesome. And I kind of thought like, oh, this is in the bag. Like, she already trusts me. You know what I mean? And then talking with her, she was always a very upfront type personality, but I just invited her. I'm like, you know what? You can totally like join us this month. We're going to have so much fun. I wasn't even salesy, like in the least, but she's like, you know what? I have a lot of friends who are Beachbody coaches. And I know that you guys add me to those groups, or I get added to those groups. So, and this is like, of course, texting. So this is the tone that comes across. I don't know how she was, but she's like, I know that a lot of you add me to those groups so you can increase your networking and eventually sell me something. So No, thank you. And I was so taken back. I was like, oh my gosh. So as I've been able to mull that over, people are going about networking wrong, and I have as well. I'm as guilty as anyone else. But I messaged her back, and I hope it came across genuinely. I used the voice message, and I just said, you know what? Even if you never, ever buy anything from me, I would love to help you, Sarah. If you join with us, you can just join with the regime that you're doing. Like, I just left it so open, and told her that the invite is there, and that I feel that I have great value that I can add to her. I can help her with meal prepping, and I kind of got into this stuff like that. So, but I think most Beachbody coaches go into a conversation wanting to get something out, and I am as guilty as the next person. So this is a mind shift for us. Talk with them in conversations that are, make sure you're really open-ended, listening in, and you're ending each time with another open-ended question, and then you're listening. And I really liked what this guy said. He said it's not a survey or interrogational, because I think sometimes in my mind, like, I am gathering information about them, I am surveying them in a little bit, and so I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Like, I need to just ask some random things too, outside of that format that we've talked about. I think the form is a great way to develop those conversational skills if they're not there. It really helps me. So form stands for asking about their family, asking about their occupation, asking them about recreation. So what do they like to do for fitness or fun or dates or whatever. And then what this guy was proposing were questions like, what do you feel makes you special? And so he's more of a life coach, but I still think that's so pertinent. Like, somebody responds, oh, I'm a nurse. Oh, well, what's something that stands out to you that you've been able to help people, or have you been recognized for anything on your job? Like, tell me something unique about you as a nurse, or getting into just more personality type questions. I really liked that. And then he was saying, paraphrase back to them what you're hearing, and that'll take the focus again away from you and onto them. And just making sure that you're connecting with them, and as you see a need, if you have something to help them, fill that need and jump in at that point. So how can I support you in that? If they're saying, oh, I feel like I'm drowning day to day, I'm like totally stressed out, mom, like, you know what, how can I support you in that? I feel like since I've started coaching, I've been able to get my life figured out, or whatever it is, but just being so genuine. And honestly, I think in my first 6 months of the business, I think that's where I was trying to be genuine. I didn't know how to be genuine, which is weird, but I think on the digital format, it took me a little wiggling in to be able to be sincere while texting. I was more just like doing it to do it. And in hindsight, I can see that I'm much more genuine with my conversations now than I was then. And that's what I've heard so many coaches say, of just jumping in, getting started. You learn as you go, and you get better at doing the thing as you keep practicing. So keep at it, guys, for sure. And let's see. Oh, okay, this was awesome. So, and I honestly think that this is going to switch things up a bit for me, just on how I attack stuff. So there's direct and indirect paths to getting your prospects, of course. So directly is with these conversations. Indirectly would be like, asking for referrals from people that you have helped. And when people... I'm going to hold that statement for a second. Okay, so with the direct and indirect paths, as you're going into groups on Facebook, just add so much freaking value. And so this is where I've been adding myself to some groups and seeing where I like the fill, so I can actually dive into those groups more. I've really liked some DIY pages. I'm going to keep trying to find like an alumni athlete page. There's got to be one somewhere. But anyway, find groups that you like, hobbies that you enjoy. Like I really like to do DIY stuff, and so I've found some success, and I really enjoy those conversations with people when I'm asking them, oh my gosh, how did you do that on your project? Like I'm enjoying those conversations, and so that shows me that I haven't been in those groups that I've really truly genuinely wanted to connect with people. It's like to go on the extreme. If you joined like a Gothic page and you're like trying to connect with these people and you're like, okay, this is awkward. If it feels awkward, go somewhere else. Okay, moving forward. Yeah, keys to success. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey, you guys. Some months can feel so heavy to me or so hard because I'm pushing, and I forget to enjoy it. And so, the next month I'm like, okay, I'm back here. We're at Success Club Zero. We start again. Did I actually enjoy myself? I'm like, I'm going to enjoy myself now. And I've really had a turnaround. I think it was in July that I started listening to some trainings, and a coach said, if today was the last day I was going to live, am I happy with how it's going? Like, is this what I want to be doing? And so make sure you are enjoying, those simple steps, those simple processes of your daily routine. And it's not about the number of connections. It's about the quality of the connections. So although we're making goals, and yes, you need to have goals to connect with people. I truly believe that. So for me, I'm trying for the Power of Fives. And I don't like that. What's Yoda's quote? Do not try, only do. So I'm doing 5, at least 5. And if I'm not hearing back from people, I'm going to try to just up that. And so I'm hearing back and making 5 contacts. Like I'm literally making 5 connections a day. And if I'm not hearing back, I'm doing more. So so I can be genuine and build those relationships. Okay. All right, this is the last one that like is more game changing that I was talking about earlier, but held my tongue for a minute. So I'm going to play this little snippet for you. Oh, I should screen share first. Lara, do you have any comments you want to add in on that tidbit? All right. Or experiences. We stumble forward. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, here's our buddy.
Tell me more. Also, the more your elevator speech ties into your branding message and who you are in the world, the greater power it has over people because they hear it again and again.
Okay.
As I said, here's some examples. I specialize in coaching business dads, men who've had their first child in their mid-30s or later. They own their own business or are senior executives, and they're passionate about connecting and remaining connected with their children so that not a moment is missed. In this elevator message, you clearly see who the person coaches, what the benefits are of the coaching, because it's very specific. It's far more effective and memorable than one that says, I'm a coach that helps people balance work and family. My general elevator speech is, and I don't do it the exact same way all the time, is my name is Ed DaCosta. I help busy executives and business owners organize around their key priorities, becoming masters of their calendars and their activities, so they become more effective leaders and better versions of themselves. And as all of my clients will tell you, I coach them with candor, humor, insight, and passion.
Awesome. Okay, so sorry I didn't give you a good lead in there, but he's obviously talking about that little elevator pitch. So something that you can share in that short amount of time when you're with someone on an elevator. So this will really help you know who you're going after, you know, to share a little bit about branding yourself, because I think that that's taken time for Lara and me both, is, you know, you have an avatar. I don't know if you guys have heard that yet, but who are you going after? Who's your ideal client? And making a statement like that for yourself, so you know that when someone's like, what is it that you do? What is this coaching thing? And you have recited that a few times, so you know what it is that you do, and you can actually answer them. Well, you'll answer them in a different way, which he's going to share in a second, which I thought was awesome. But if you know who you're targeting, what your brand is, you know, my brand is Audrey Matu Fitness, and what I have solidified as my little short brand is I'm here to help you find your spark. And so I'll share, okay, so I can share a little bit more of that with you in a second. But that is something that is dear to me, that Dee said after I'd been coaching for a couple months. He's like, you have found your spark again. And I finally was like, oh my gosh, why am I not using that? Like, that's it for me. And so let's listen to what he has kind of switched it. So I think that's more for you to know. And you can share that every once in a while, whatever, if you see it fit. But here's what he
For
typically
most
shares.
coaches, you know, creating an effective elevator speech takes time, because choosing a good niche takes time. Until you get to that perfect one for you, simply try to focus your description on the most relevant benefits or interests to the groups that you are speaking to. Now, some of us, myself included, you know, I don't like the triteness of an elevator speech. I think it can sometimes sound more canned. So one of the things that I use is, it's really a non-elevator pitch. I tell people, my name is Ed DaCosta. I am a business coach, executive coach. Since most of you have never worked with a coach, no matter how well I describe coaching, you won't truly understand what I'm talking about. However, if any of you is really interested in about getting significantly better results in your career, in your leadership, and in your business, I'd be happy to give you a complimentary coaching session to allow you to actually experience the tangible benefits of great coaching. You do that, don't be surprised if many of the people in the room are curious enough to come up and inquire about your services and set up a time for a complimentary coaching session. Even if they don't use you, they now have a better understanding and are able to help you.
Cool.
Think about existing clients. You know.
Stop. Okay. So for me, that was a game changer, because I'm getting people on the phone, and I've been, you know, I kind of tell them what we do. I tell them all about it. I'll even ship them a Shakeology. And this last month, I did that with 4 people. And in the past, that's gotten people on board with me. And this past month, none of them joined. And I was like, what the freak? Like, what's going on? And so when he said that, I was like, you know what? I could take that a step further. I could say, yes, I want to hop on the phone and hear about them, hear how I can help them. That's very important. But I could also prep that with, hey, do you have, you know, let's set up a time that I could show you what I do as a coach. And then when I've gotten them on the phone, when I've heard and listened to them answer my questions of, for my WooFoo form, I can send that to you guys. I don't know if these are all in there, but I'll typically ask, like, what do you do for your work? What is your home life like? What do you enjoy doing with fitness? What hasn't worked for you in the past? Have you ever tried protein shakes before, or a meal replacement shake? And, you know, each time I'm listening to them, giving them feedback, would you be interested in doing home workouts? You know, that's obviously a huge question, which hopefully you've already asked before the call. So once I can hear from them, then I'm going to before the call say, you know what, let's put on a workout together. You're going to have 10 minutes to try this. And when I'm on the call with them, I'm going to try to do Zoom calls now so I can see them face to face. I'll help them get Beachbody On Demand set up so they can try a workout there with me, and we can even do it together, like, you know, and let them feel the power of the workout. So that was just an idea that I think I would enjoy doing that with them, and I think that would help me connect with people. If that doesn't sound like fun to you, you don't have to do it. This is just my brain and something that I thought might help me, you know, connect with people and maybe get them excited to join our groups. So, Laura, do you have any thoughts or questions as you heard that guy talking?
I liked it. I mean, I think you nailed it as far as taking things a little bit further. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with how we focus on them more than us.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. Asking them deeper questions, like what makes you special. I really like that. So yeah, I think it's great. All of it.
Awesome. Cool. Another point that I want to make that I've really had a breakthrough this last month is the fact, you know, on my tool belt, I am a personal trainer, and I have not been using that. And so I've been reaching out to some of my personal sponsored coaches. I haven't gotten there yet, but offering them a free 30-minute personal training session, whether that's me just talking nutrition with them, whether they just have a target area that they'd like help with. And I'm going to enjoy that, you guys. I really enjoy personal training. So I want to toss that out to Laura as an idea. And then I've been thinking of you guys, and I think so much as a coach, I see what other people are doing. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. Guess what? I'm not freaking Melanie Mitro. I don't want to do what she does. I want her success level, but a lot of the times I've been like, oh, I need to post that like she did. I need to do that like she did. And you got to get out of that. Like, yes, use them as inspiration, but figure out how to make it your own. And so I'm really excited that I've had the awareness to incorporate my authenticity in with personal training, and I'm really excited about it. So Katie, what does that mean for you? You've got your lettering, girl. You could couple that in. Be like, hey, for anyone who signs up with a challenge pack this month, I'm going to do a 30-minute free training on lettering with all my challengers this group. Or Kelly, I know that you have amazing like speaking skills, and you know, you could put together something of value with health or nutrition or mental health and clarity to offer to moms or whoever it is, you know. So hopefully you get the point. And Jody, I don't know what you have in your bag of tricks, but you've got some awesome stuff. So really look at yourself and see how you can make this even more you and more authentic. So I just wanted to share with you, I've had kind of pieces of this and it still needs work, but my challenge to you is to get a little elevator speech put together for yourself. So this is what I've done. I specialize in coaching moms, women who are busy nurturing their family and are former athletes who have been putting themselves last. I assist them in crushing their health and nutrition goals, help them connect with their inner goals and dreams, and in so doing, we find their inner spark. We find passion in their daily living. So it still needs work, still needs to be more present tense than it is, but just to give you an idea of, you know, how to move forward a little bit with that elevator speech, pitch, whatever you want to call it. All right. Cool. Any thoughts, Lala?
No. So it also, what you talked about kind of goes hand in hand with what Micah's call was about.
Oh, I haven't listened yet. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. So you said just adding so much value to your challenge groups and things like that and your challengers. And that's one of her biggest things she had this past weekend. She had a big slumber party with some of her personally sponsored coaches that lived close, and there were 9 women there.
Fun.
And she asked them how they were introduced to Beachbody and how they decided to become a coach and all of that. 7 out of 9 of them were in one of her challenge groups before they decided to coach. And so she was like, that is the golden ticket. Like you just have to add so much value so that they see the value in coaching and what it can do for people. So
That's awesome.
I loved it.
That's way awesome. All right. Well, I had, Dee said he had uploaded a thing for us. They never gave me the link. Okay, I just tried to search for him a bunch of times on YouTube. I can't find him. So we'll just end it there. Hopefully you got some good takeaways.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so next week, should we do a live power hour?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, and if you have any questions, bring them to the table.
One thing I wanted to go over, and I'm going to share my screen. This is in the Challenge Tracker app, and I don't know if you guys who are, I don't know where it is. Let me look. Hold on. Do this. Okay. So in the Challenge Tracker app, there is there is a section. If you go to in group feed, maybe, yeah. In group feed, over here, there's a post library. If you click on that, it will show us the posts from our last group. There are 48 posts. Day 1, day 3, day 4, and all you have to do is hit copy and schedule it. And so you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, coming up with new material, because it's just like coaching. It's so simple and it's so effective if we continue like those daily activities that are the same activities, and just we want to simplify things for people. So I just loved this aspect of the Challenge Tracker because I think it's going to be a real time saver for me, and I'm working on collecting some of the coach group prep post things right now so that we can have those for our next group. So anyways, I wanted to just share that really fast so that you guys were aware that you guys will have a library in your groups so that you can just, after the first month, you'll have those and you can just reuse them, and you can change a few things, I think, but you can just copy and schedule and make them as generic for not date per se, but make it for each group that you're going to continue with. I liked it. Anyways, that was my.
No, that's great. Go back to that, will you?
Oh yeah.
Because when I was looking at it last night, I was noticing. Oh, I've closed my window to that. I was noticing it was just mine coming up. So I don't know if it's because you ran the group that you're able to see everyone's. So I don't know.
Oh.
Let me check it out. I'll just go into it again.
Maybe. I mean, I can see, but if you're going to run your own group, I mean, you would have all of these. And if it's your post.
See. But that being said, do we want to keep the same schedule? I think yes.
Yeah.
So Lara, you were Monday and Thursday. Is that right?
So who else is coaching in our group?
Katie and Kelly.
Okay. So yeah.
So you're Monday and Thursday, and then, gosh, sorry, I'm going into the wrong spot. Kelly was Tuesday, Thursday. Does that sound right? I can't remember.
Looks like Kelly was day 4, but that would be a Thursday.
Okay.
Day 5 is Friday. She was Friday.
Maybe Tuesday, Friday, and then I'm Wednesday, Sunday, and Katie was Saturdays. 'Cause
Okay.
She just learns later. So,
Lorax?
go into Knockout November. This is what I see. Let me share.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
okay. So should I stop sharing mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, buddy. He is so funny.
Okay, so look, I have, this is from our Fall in Love with Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Day 1, day 3. So I don't think these are the coach posts. This is like her checking in, I think. And then looks like that's the coach post. Okay, so maybe it is all there. All right, it is. We just had a little rough start, maybe. Okay, cool. So that works. I did want to point out to get good engagement, you just have to have a really clear call to action. And like Lara said, just make it super simple. So, today's call to action could be, like I did a video, I haven't put it in our group yet for today, but just comment below if you can make our Zoom call tonight. And I don't know, are you still planning on that tonight, Lara?
8:30, right?
Yeah, so we'll just make it short and simple, but give people a chance to state their goals and really lock in with us. So
should I could schedule that and then post it in the challenge tracker.
that'd be perfect.
Okay.
And I just made a little video, so I'll just get that video in there. It's uploaded to YouTube, hopefully by now. Yep, it is.
Okay.
All right, awesome. We are rolling. Oh, and do we want to all just chip in like $10 for a cash giveaway at the end of the group or something?
I think I like that.
Okay, $5 or $10, whatever you feel like you can do. And then we can, pick someone. Did you guys check out Melissa Brewer's post today? Holy smokes, or last night. I'm gonna do one tomorrow. It's like cash for Christmas, and it's just to get people under a challenge group. Her prize is gonna be a cash giveaway. And holy cow, I'm like, that's just an awesome, like, catchy. She looks super cute. I'm gonna do a call to action tomorrow like that, I think.
Is it just on her personal page?
Probably on both. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out though. It's so cute.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'll stop the share. You stop the record.
Oh, it was